Get goes everybody, because today we'll be playing a game called Aine in our private spotlight. Look only at me. Let's start. Aine will call your protagonist Name Chan. Okay. Please don't call me Name Chan. Call me Clef. Protagonist name is Clef. Aine will call you Clef Chan. Alright, let's go. 7 in the morning. Today was a day off. As I sat in the living room, half spaced out, lamped footsteps came pattering closer to from the direction of my room. Sorry, I'm being distracted by the loud thunder outside. God damn it. Clamp-chan, good morning. For Aine, the moment she gets to see Clamp-chan is when her sparkly day truly begins. Why is Aine saying this? It makes no sense. That alone makes Aine the happiest girl in the whole universe. And I got to burn Clamp-chan's fresh morning face right into my retinas. Come on, don't just stand there talking. Hurry up and sit next to Aine. Here you go, best seat in the house. Aine was hugging Rabbi-kun, the huge Samoyed, I don't know how that's pronounced, plushie that looked like fluffy white cloud. She patted the empty space on the sofa and welcomed me over with a beaming smile. Rabbi-kun was a plushie I had given to Aine. Aine rubbed her cheek against the white fluff, happily kicking her feet back and forth. Since I got to see Clef-chan first thing this morning, all my tiredness from yesterday's live show just flew away. It sprouted wings. After all, its only energy source is Clef-chan, the coolest person in the whole world. The I in Aine is the love Aine has only for Clef-chan, and the ne is the sound of my true feelings. So it's pronounced Aine? Which means I really love only Clef-chan. After saying that, Aine wrapped her arms around me in a tight hug. This is the best possible start to the best possible day. After a little while, Aine left me on the sofa and pattered off toward the kitchen. Pattered off, not patted. Today, Aine is going to make you a super special breakfast packed full of love. You always cook for me, but today it's Aine's turn. Cool. Standing in the kitchen, Aine hummed herself as she shook the frying pan. Soft morning sunlight. Okay, I get it. It's AI generated. I don't care. As long as they got a story going, I'm pretty much okay with it, because you know how people use AI as a temporary, what do you call it? AI stuff is used for only temporary before the final product, but if this is the final product, then I'm not okay with that, because AI stuff is a tool, and what you do with the tool is like, it's how you use it. If you just release it as it is, then you're not really doing the heavy lifting. You know, the AI is gonna help you conceptualize what you want in your head. If it helps you make your game come out quicker, then sure, that's fine. It's just this is just temporary, I'm hoping. Soft morning sunlight, a savory smell. Aine, all fired up in her apron, looked prouder than ever. Just wait a teeny bit longer, okay? I'm putting lots of Aine's love into it today. Just listening to her voice made the morning living room feel a little livelier. But a few minutes later, from the kitchen, the sound suddenly stopped. What is it? Huh? Oh my goodness, you changed your clothes immediately? Something about this is maybe a little different from what I imagined. You can't cook. The color drained from Aine's face the moment she tasted it. The next instant, a frantic clatter of footsteps rang out, and Aine rushed straight toward the bathroom. You okay? No, she probably wasn't. From the kitchen drifted a faint burnt smell mixed with an indescribably sweet one. Well, this is new, since a lot of terrible cooks in anime never taste their own cooking. This is the first time I've actually seen someone actually taste their cooking, so that's new. After a while, I heard water running. Eventually, Aine came back with her shoulders drooping. Clef-chan, I'm sorry. Please don't eat that, please. I made it because I wanted you to say it was delicious. But like, this is basically just a punishment game. Aine stood in front of me with her shoulders slumped, her earlier energy gone like it had never been there. At times like this, she wasn't the idol Aine, she was just Aine. I really thought I could do it. I wanted to surprise Clef-chan first thing in the morning. She wasn't crying, but I could tell she was genuinely a little crushed. But there's no point staying down forever, right? Let's pull ourselves together and move on to the next plan. The precious day off with Clef-chan would be wasted if I spent it sulking. For breakfast, I'll quietly switch to a different strategy today. A live show. Under the name Aine, Aine was the center of the three-member idol unit, Scarlet Bait. Wanna watch yesterday's stream Minecraft together? Actually, I'm showing it to you before Clefjan even gives permission. Aine happily picked up the TV remote. Watching that gesture made me think back to yesterday. What happened? Dazzling light, roaring cheers. At the center of the stage, Aine was smiling. She should have been far away. Wow, she's a giant! And yet for some reason it felt as if only those eyes were looking straight at me. Cool. Were you just thinking about yesterday's Aine? Let's see, Saber. Because you were amazing on stage. Yeah, I said that. Really? Yay. Hearing that for Clefchan makes Aine so happy. Yesterday the whole time, I was singing while searching for Clefchan, you know? But I found you right away. I was speaking at the audience from the wings, okay? The moment Clefchan walked in, zing, Aine's Clefchan radar went off. Oh, Clefchan came to see me. I knew it right away. That's why Aine could give it her all at yesterday's live. See? Look at Aine's face here. I was thinking about Clefchan right there. Aine pointed at herself on the TV during her vocal part. Okay, that's enough looking at the Aine on the screen. Right now, look only at the real Aine sitting beside you, okay? She's too sweet. You know this is fiction when she's too sweet. And then, can I talk about yesterday just a little more? Aine picked up the remote and paused the stream Minecraft playing on the TV. Not the Aine on the screen, the Aine who's right here wants to tell you properly. Yesterday, even before the live started, Aine was fidgety the whole time, you know? Because I knew Clefchan was coming. Yesterday's live. But it began earlier than that. On the night Aine held out a single ticket to me. The white glove the streetlights fell quietly over the pedestrian bridge at night. Under it, a girl in a newsboy cap pulled low over her eyes kept glancing around restlessly. I couldn't see her expression behind the glasses, but from her gestures alone, I knew who it was right away. Why are we meeting up like this when we're already together living under a house? Clefchan, you came. Aine hurried over in little steps, one hand holding down the brim of her hat. Shush, right now, Aine isn't Aine. I'm just a totally ordinary, completely unnoticeable passerby. She looked exactly like someone in disguise. But Clefchan can tell, can't you? This is a ticket for the live that's about to start. My live. Aine drew a little closer as if worried of the people around us, then pulled a ticket from inside her coat. Why can't you just give it to me when we got home or something? Then after cradling it in both hands like a treasure, she gently handed it to me. I'm sorry I couldn't arrange anything like a staff seat, but even if it's a regular seat, I still want you to come. Just knowing Clefchan will be there makes everything completely different for Aine. Being on stage is so sparkly, but sometimes it feels just a little far away. If you don't her sunglasses, I could tell Aine had grown a little serious. So, Clefchan, you absolutely have to come to see me. I'll be waiting. With that, Aine held her hat down and spun around. And then she trotted away across the pedestrian bridge at night. Sometime after receiving the ticket, god damn it, the music gets louder and louder. Fuck. Let me just adjust it so that my ears would stop bleeding. I was standing in front of the live venue. In my hand was the ticket Aine had handed me earlier. Not at the staff entrance, but the regular admission gate. I was Aine's boyfriend, and yet right now I was just another person in the audience. It felt a little strange and a little proud. Fucking lucky bastard. Once I took the seat I was going to do, the stage lights were still down. From the seats around me came the restless murmur of people waiting for the show to begin. No one here knew that Aine herself had handed me this ticket. Of course they didn't know I was Aine's boyfriend either. Only one person, Aine. Surely knew that I was here. The lights went completely dark. The entire venue seemed to hold its breath. I'd experienced blackouts like this plenty of times in movie theaters, but the silence in a venue this huge felt a little different. It wasn't that every sound had vanished. Still, the murmur that had filled the air moments ago seemed to drift far away. My heartbeat picked up just a little. It was about to begin, and this time it was Aine. The same Aine who had been hiding under a hunting cap and sunglasses on the pedestrian bridge. Now she was about to become the star of this massive stage. Was it really about to start? You forgot? Forgot where you are, man? The next instant, the light burst upward all at once. A right upbeat sound exploded through the venue. The stage that had been sunk in darkness began to glitter like another world. Light, cheers, colors, sound, all of it was being drawn toward a single point, the center of the stage. You could see a figure no bigger than a grain of rice. Even then, there was no mistaking her. It was Aine. She looked nothing like the girl who had been in disguise just moments ago. The person standing there had the face of the Aine I knew, but she wasn't an Aine only I knew. She stood in the light, smiling beneath the gaze of the entire venue. God, that's a loud thunder. Yeah, that's a loud thunder. She was the idol, Aine. Hey, look. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. You guys have kind of matching outfits. That's distracting. It's like a copy-paste of Aine, except, it's slightly different. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. At least make her hair short or something so that she's easy to distinguish. I'm going to give you all a super special show, so stay with me until the very end. Well, you should because I paid for this. Oh wait, I didn't. Now then, let's start our first song. Look at Only Me. At those words, the venue shook with excitement. Thousands of pen lights shimmered like waves. At the heart of it all, Aine was smiling, with the same face as the Aine I knew. Forget the other two, I guess. But yet it was a little different from the smile she only showed to me. The song began. The cheers, the lights, the sound, everything gathered around her on the stage. On either side of Aine were Shizuka and Sumire, the other members of her unit. Shizuka stirred up the audience with light, graceful steps, while Sumire laid her whole voice in a calm smile. Both of them had a presence that naturally drew the eye on stage, and yet, even so, my gaze followed Aine without me thinking, wait, music's over already? Everyone was watching Aine. I was just one of them, or at least I should have been. For just an instant, I felt like my eyes met Aine's on the stage, in a venue this huge, in an audience of thousands. Even so, I felt like she had found me. Something warm stirred in my chest, but in the very next moment, Aine was already smiling in another direction, as if that moment had only been my imagination. Even though I was her boyfriend, right now I was nothing more than another person in the audience. Even after the concert ended, the cheers still lingered in my ears, even though I don't hear any cheering. As I mixed into the flow of people leaving the seats, I touched the ticket in my pocket. A small folded note was tucked inside it. You just noticed now after... Okay. Wait for me at our usual place after the show. The moment I saw those words, a little heat rose in my chest. The pedestrian bridge at night was so quiet it was hard to believe the concert's heat had ever existed. Far away, the sounds of cars flowed past. As I leaned against the railing and waited, I heard footsteps from the bottom of the stairs. Did you wait long? A hunting cap and sunglasses. She looked like a completely different person from the Aine I had seen on stage. But I knew right away it was Aine. You really came. I saw you from the stage, you know. There were so many people, but I still found you. That fleeting glance I had felt during the concert, the thing I thought had been my imagination took on a small, real shape in my chest. Aine lowered her sunglasses just a little and looked up at me. Hey, were you watching me today? Okay. Shizuka and Sumire were cute too. Why would you say that? You got a girlfriend. Of course I had only eyes for you, Aine. Let's go for the good ending first. Before we go batshit insane. Of course I had only had eyes for you, Aine. I knew you'd say that, Clef-chan. The words she had sent out to the entire venue moments ago now only fell on me. I said it to everyone, but the truth is, the person that wanted to see me most was you, Clef. The night breeze gently stirred Aine's hair. Aine, who had stood in the stage lights, was no longer here. The one here now was the Aine only I knew. Just like I'm only looking at you, Clef. You have to keep looking only at Aine too, okay? Aine said it with her usual bright smile. With those words lingered in the night breeze for just a little longer than the rest. And with that, the scene I had been remembering faded back into Aine on the screen. On the living room TV, footage from yesterday's concert was still playing. No matter how many times I saw her, Aine on the screen was dazzling. But, yeah, I wish it was if you actually turned on the goddamn TV. But Aine, sitting beside me on the sofa holding Rabikun, was looking straight at me. No matter how many times you watched yesterday's me, I'm still cute, right? The Aine who smiled as she said that was different from the Aine on stage, and yet the way she looked at me was a little like what I had seen on the pedestrian bridge last night. Since we're off today, what do you want to do, Clef? Let's relax with Aine in the living room. I think I'll take it easy with you in the living room today, Aine. Really? You'll stay with me today? Yeah. Yay. Still hugging Rabiko, Aine patted the spot beside her on the sofa. Then let's watch yesterday's concert together one more time, okay? I want to relax. When you're right next to me, Clef, I feel like I can become even cuter. On the TV, yesterday's Aine was smiling beneath the spotlight. But the smile of the Aine beside me felt so much closer than that. Well, obviously. That was when it happened. A small growl went grrr. It didn't come from me. The sound had come from Aine. Are you hungry? Because breakfast didn't exactly work out. Hearing that, I remembered the disaster zone that had been the kitchen this morning. Without saying a word, I stood up and headed for the kitchen. Clef, I opened the fridge and took out some eggs and ketchup. I was making Aine's favorite, omurice. 2 plates, of course, 1 for each of us. At the end, I drew a slightly lopsided heart on top with ketchup. It's Clef's special love-filled omurice, the kind that makes me happier than dinner at any fancy restaurant. That was probably an exaggeration, but I had put my heart into it, I think. When I set the omurice on the table, I clasped her hands together, her eyes sparkling. Thank you for the food. She scooped up a bite with her spoon and brought it to her mouth like it was something precious. I really do love your cooking the most, Clef. You're exaggerating. I am not. To me, it's the best feast in the whole world. On the TV yesterday's Aine smiled beneath the spotlight, but right now the Aine in front of me was holding her spoon and looking only at me. We get to be together all day today. Her words were sweet and just a little heavy, and yet somehow they settled perfectly into the quiet holiday afternoon. The holiday afternoon passed slowly, as if nothing had happened at all. The orange sunset pouring through the window gradually dyed the living room red. In the evening living room, the after-image of the Aine I had seen today mingled in the presence of Aine smiling beside me. They had the same face, and yet they felt like two people standing at completely different distances from me. Both of them were undeniably Aine, and yet a small sense of unease kept lingering in my chest. Hey, Clef. Make sure you keep watching me tomorrow too, okay? Of course. When I answered, Aine smiled as if she had been relieved. At the time, I still didn't know what lay behind that smile. All that remained strangely clear was the warmth of Aine beside me. What? As the night grew late, Aine smiled and said, I've got an early morning tomorrow, so I'm going to bed, then headed to her room. Since we started living together, I thought I had gotten used to being left alone in the living room like this. On the table, only the quiet traces of the day we had spent together remained. Make sure you keep watching me tomorrow too, okay? The faintly heated voice she left behind just before the door closed echoed strangely through the silent living room. I thought I heard a tiny click behind me, and I turned around without thinking. No one was there. Outside the window, only the quiet nightscape stretched on. I wanted to believe I had imagined it. No, it had to be my imagination. What? A click? Didn't you just lock her door? What? I turned off the living room lights and quietly headed to my own bedroom, all while feeling a cold gaze from somewhere close by. What the hell kind of room is this? Meanwhile, in another room separated by only a single wall, it was a completely different world from the warm living room of moments ago. Inside the room, wrapped in pale pink light, countless monitors blinked quietly. Aine stared at the screens without moving an inch. Reflected there was Clef, who had just returned to his room and slipped into bed. Clef was so cute today too. The innocent smile she had shown in the living room, still holding onto its afterglow, Aine's eyes continued to follow only Clef on the screen. Today, you really did keep your eyes on me, didn't you? Aine hugged her white plush tightly. Its fluffy body sank slightly in her arms. Hey, Clef, I know. How you always turn onto your right side when you roll over? How you let out a tiny breath before you fall asleep? How you still look a little sleepy when you wake up in the morning? Because I watch you like this every day. Always. This is where you blew our fucking budget. Wait, can I hide this? This is great thumbnail material. Give me 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, instead of I'll save it here. Okay. Aine gently traced his sleeping face on the screen with her fingertip. That's not even my room. That's some map. Just some geography I'm not familiar with. What? Those are streets. What? That's not my room. What the hell? Aine gently traced his sleeping face on the screen with her fingers. Her expression was frighteningly calm and frighteningly happy. Tomorrow and the day after that, keep only looking at me, okay? I'll keep watching you too, forever. Click. The sound of a lock fell into the quiet room. Clef would never know that sound. The first night deepened with him still knowing nothing. This is hilarious. The next morning, when I entered the living room, morning light slipping through the curtains softly illuminated the table. The unease from last night should have faded while I slept, and yet something like a tiny thorn remained deep in my chest. Good morning, Clef. Aine turned toward me with a smile that bloomed like a flower. What is your problem, lady? We're already together. What are you doing? This is madness. This is insane. This is hilarious. Hey, did you sleep well? Yeah, probably. Really, I'm so glad. You looked a little tired yesterday, so Aine was worried about you the whole time, you know? The way she did it sounded strangely specific. Did I really look that tired? Yeah, because when it comes to you, Clef, I can tell right away. It should have been a casual little comment, but for some reason my reply caught in my throat. Aine cheerfully lined up the mugs as if she hadn't noticed my silence at all. Today, let's take it even slower than yesterday, okay? Because Aine wants to spend lots and lots of time looking at you, Clef. In the morning light, Aine smiled sweetly. Her smile was every bit as cute as it had been yesterday, and it felt just a little more inescapable. A little while later, the savory smell drifting in from the kitchen slowly turned the living room air into morning. Today I decided to make breakfast. Wow, breakfast made by Clef. Wow, you're you put in all this effort to survey my whole life, and you can't even cook. Breakfast made by Clef. Amazing! It's almost like we're newlyweds. Across the table, Aine pressed her hands together, her cheeks softening into a smile. It's nothing that fancy. It is to me, because Clef made it for me. That alone makes it the most delicious breakfast in the whole world. So here's the thing, I love yonder stories, I love this kind of entertainment shit, but the thing that's always missing is the motivation. Why is the yandere obsessed with the main character? Are we gonna get there somehow? Because we've been here for like, I don't know, what feels like forever. I have no idea what our main character is. He doesn't have a person. Well, he cooks. Is that it? Does she need a cook? She could pay someone for that. Why him? Because a lot of yandere stories are like, oh, childhood friend, or someone, the main character saved the yandere from certain death or whatever, and that explains their obsession. But yeah, come on, do something here with me, please, please give me something. Aine smiled as she said it, as sweet and close as ever. But now that I knew what had happened last night, how you knew what happened last night, I felt like I could see just a little deeper beneath that smile. After we finished breakfast, Aine checked the time on her phone. I should head to practice soon. Today I have both dance and vocal lessons. Sounds busy. But you know, when I think about Clef-chan watching me, I can work as hard as I want. Aine smiled a little bashfully, then looked right at me. Hey Clef, what do you want to do today? Now then, what should I do today? Go watch Aine practice, go outside by myself, relax at home, let's watch Aine practice. Since I have the chance, maybe I'll go watch Aine practice. Yay. If Clef is coming to watch, I can work 3 times harder than usual today. Wait, but am I really allowed to go? Practice isn't usually somewhere ordinary people could just walk into, right? Don't worry about that. I already got permission from my manager as long as it's only for a little while. When did you even? Yesterday. Because I wanted Clef to see me. Not just Aine on stage, but Aine before she gets there too. The part of me that sweats messes up over and over and still keeps smiling. If you put it like that, I'll come watch for a little while. Oh goddamn, it started to rain outside. Not in the game, in real life. I'm hoping it won't be picked up by the microphone. Fuck, that's so loud. Really? It's a promise, okay? Then, it's definitely it's god awfully loud. Listen to that. Yeah, I think it's the best of it here. I can't force it. So, yeah, sorry. You're so loud, man. So this is Aine in our private spotlight. Look only at me. If you want to try the visual novel for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. God damn it, please give us the motivation soon, because this makes, I'm pretty interested. I'm engaged. I'm immersed. But you know that missing feeling? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's missing something. It's missing the motivation.